That's like those girls who want to get locked up like a dog, but on like a on a manly scale.
Which girls?
You ever see that shit on like Snapchat?
Do you mean the girls that act like dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think they want to get locked up like dogs.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they do.
Well, that sounds like a different thing when you say it like that.
It's both of them, and it's fucking weird. I don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, another great episode in the studio. Nick's not here.
Another installment.
Another installment of the podcast.
I've been fucking sick all week.
Yeah, I've been sick. Did you find out those are allergies?
I mean, we hope. Could be
Terminal. Could be cancer. Then you get that terminal medical card, though.
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking for.
That'd be a card that lasts 6 months because they know you're going to die.
Keeps renewing. Like, not too many people get a second one of these, bud.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, you think I'd be looking for weed if I was on the way out?
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I
get it for people that don't smoke and that it's like does something to them.
Yeah, that is true.
To us, it's like
there's also that thing where you can opt out of hospice and just get like RSO all day.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Imagine being comatose with RSO all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I comatose me with fucking heroin and shit.
I'm surprised that isn't a thing. There isn't like a Make-A-Wish type thing for adults where it's like, what do you want? I want hookers and heroin.
Well, Canada could probably do that now.
Do you think Canada does that? Maybe.
Well, now because they legalized like drugs like that. Like you can,
oh, that's right.
The pharmaceutical company can like make heroin for you.
That's crazy. Can you imagine?
Yes, I think about it.
You're on your deathbed, Mr. Moran. What do you want? Anything. I want a fat ass Latina to sit on my face as you're injecting heroin into my balls.
The thing is, I feel like with the heroin, you probably wouldn't even need it. You'd feel like it anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. No, I don't think I would like that. I wouldn't do that one.
I would never really do anything with a needle unless it was like something like that.
You're dying.
What if Make-A-Wish type thing? Yeah. But
we gotta make that company.
Not actual heroin, but like just some classic Norks.
See, all of this gets like I say I won't do coke because I've snorted Adderall.
Love coke. I know
I would like coke. Yeah, but
a little Freudian slip there almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Coke.
Well,
but
could have been cock.
Yeah, but I've snorted Adderall, and they say it's the exact same thing, just it lasts longer. But that easily gets turned if someone goes, "Hey, do you want some coke?" And I go, "No, I don't do that." They go, "It's good coke."
And you go, "Well, I'm a man of fine things.
If it's good coke, I'll fucking try it.
I'm not going to be rude."
Oh my god. No, yeah, that's like the twist of where
you only roll around this blue marble once.
Yeah, it's like no, I just got back from Colombia. It's good coke.
Listen,
they're Stanzos. They're nice.
You check the guy's fucking pinky. He's got
a ring on.
Like, I meant
and a long nail.
Yeah, a long nail.
But a long nail mixed with a big gold pinky ring. Yeah, and he's Persian.
There's a loser at the comic book store I worked with. And I say loser not demeaningly. He was like older than me. Like,
yeah.
It was set in stone. It wasn't like me picking on someone,
He was working there to pay his rent.
No, he was a trust fund kid. That's, I get like.
Different person.
Yeah, no, not.
Okay.
No, that dude's a deadbeat. This dude's a loser, but he always has like gold bracelets on or like a ring because he's like, he doesn't really present Italian, but like his family, I guess, is Italian. And he was showing us pictures of like in the 80s and 90s when he'd go out to like clubs and stuff, like how much fucking gold this dude would have on.
Just for the clout?
Just to like let girls know like I have money.
That's fucked up. That's crazy. It's like in the wild when you rub piss on yourself to attract a woman, but the piss is money.
Same guy went on, Chris Jericho, the wrestler.
I've heard of him.
So this guy would go on cruises. He went on the Kiss cruise, like the band. He went on Chris Jericho's cruise, and I guess they had some costume party on Chris Jericho's, and he dressed up as a toilet. And Chris Jericho thought it was so funny, and him and all his guys took a picture of them standing around as if they were pissing, and he's kneeling in the middle in a toilet costume, and he doesn't grasp that he's the butt of the joke. He
thinks this is hilarious.
He goes, "Me and my new friends, Chris Jericho and the boys, took this picture where this dude wrote in his book, like, he was, I guess, listing, like, how crazy his fans are. He's like, I had one guy he dressed up as a toilet and let me, like, pretend to piss on him. So, like, talking about how crazy.
So he didn't even know who he was. He just thought he was a crazy fan and was like, do this, piss on me.
It's full of crews full of crazy fans.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that
a real artist.
That dude has a crazy Marvel statue collection, and I'm always trying to, like, maintain ties with him for that reason.
Oh,
yeah.
so in case something, it's like, hey, man.
Once a year, he fucking would be like, I'm getting tired of cleaning these things. I'm just ready to start sell. I'm like, please, the Captain Marvel Bowen statue you have. That's the cover of 27. It's him flying with his fucking arms out like Superman. It's got the swoosh. I've never seen it go for less than like $550 or something on eBay.
$550.
Yeah, I'm like, please cut me a fucking deal. I'll give you like $300 for it. And he's like, I'll keep you in mind if I ever do. I'm like, fucking, you tease.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy how expensive statues can get.
Yeah,
it's just a statue. Like, it's just
I know,
but isn't it just like?
But then there's the rarity.
But isn't it just like a molded statue where they just inject mold plastic into a thing?
Those are cheaper if it's plastic. It's PVC.
It's not the same process for PVC. What's the PVC process?
Well, when you say plastic, but if it's like fucking resin,
same. Don't you just inject resin into a mold, and then is it? Are they like hand painted?
But the PVC, yes. The PVC ones aren't hand painted. Those are manufactured like anything else. And that's why you can just continually order them. There's no like out of 1,000 or anything. Statues, fucking resin, good statues have an out of 1,000 and out of 3,000.
Oh, so they only make so many of them.
So that way it keeps it intact where you're not going to get defective ones and goofy shit. And yeah, all hand painted and shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where are those made? China?
I don't know where they're hand painted here because it's all like.
Oh, they're painted here.
I don't know if they're.
See, I would think they would outsource that.
They might make them out of country. That I don't know. I should check that. But I imagine they paint them here because it's like American artists and stuff that. Really? Like they got this because you know how my Thor and my Surfer are from the same cover.
Yeah.
So like those were done years apart, and they made sure to get the same dude that painted the Thor to do the Surfer.
Oh, really? Yeah. So it's that precise where it's like, oh, no.
Because it was the same company that did. I don't know why it fucking took them so long. I'm glad they did it. I won't be mad.
Interesting. We still got to make a case for that thing.
I know. I found that.
That'd be cool to make a globe style case.
A globe,
not a globe, but like a sphere.
That thing
like
we were talking about. Yeah. That would be
almost nice. 3D making like print out like the bubble letters of like the comic name and like. Make that 3. I don't know.
I got the.
I would
floor
love
for it. Yeah.
I would love a 3D printer.
I was thinking once you move in down the street, we can just start like the same way we're talking about with weed. Like we can just get a fucking flash freezer and a rosin press going in with people.
Oh.
We could fucking go in on like pressure washers and shit like that, where it's like just.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
this makes sense.
Down the street.
Yeah, one pressure washer. Someone buys the riding lawnmower.
Yeah. Someone buys a trailer for it.
Yeah, a trailer.
Or shit, I mean, depending on how close we are, you could probably get away with driving it on the street. I mean, some people drive their big tractors on fucking 59.
It's disgusting, these fucking people. When you live in farmland, people.
It's so hard to describe when I go back to New York where I live, because, like, I tell them cornfields, and they think, flat. Fuck nowhere. Yeah. I'm like, no, it's like...
No. I mean, it's
45 minutes out of Chicago.
There's cornfields.
Additionally have cornfields, yeah.
I love when people come in and they go, big city, Chicago, huh? This is dangerous out here. And I go, no, it's not. No, it's not.
This is Manuka.
Yeah, we're an hour away from Chicago. And even then, it's not even that bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were fine.
Nope.
We just went downtown.
But, like, all those people that say it's dangerous, it's like, but you're not going to where the danger is. Like,
that's the thing. I'm not hanging out in Inglewood. I'm not hanging out in the projects. Like, like, I'm not going. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
It's always so.
It's like no shit. Like I'll go downtown and my mom will text me and she'll go, hey, or I'll get home and she'll go, there was a stabbing last night on the Red Line. I go, what time? She goes, 2 a.m. I go, no shit.
I imagine that happens more than is reported.
Yeah, like, I'm sure that's happening 3-4 times a day.
You know where that's probably happening a lot? In fucking not America. Those are dangerous places. I love people like my dad who like is allegedly has a bad knee, is fat as fuck, and like if anyone stepped to him, doesn't have a shot of hell doing anything, is going to tell 3 in their prime athletically type dudes, hey, watch out down there. It's crazy out there. It's like,
be careful.
You really think you're like surviving on your guile and street smarts, and like what has happened to you in your 30 years of going to the city? Like you Long Island bitch.
Like the odds
Not that everyone from Long Island's a bitch, I'm sorry.
Like the odds are impeccable though. Like of just getting fucked. I don't know. I mean, it's the I mean, you can get fucked with easily, but
like immediately
we saw some dude get robbed in Penn Station. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
It was crazy. I didn't know.
But again, by being like you eliminate so many things off the bat by being 3 dudes.
Yeah, we're 3 deep. It's fine.
3 people alone. That I mean, most people getting fucked with are 1 or 2 small. I mean, we're not the biggest dudes, but like,
no,
you're 3 dudes. We're not fucked up. We're not like stumbling around and shit. Yeah. There's other targets at play. Like we're not it.
Yeah, no.
I just love my dad thinking like,
hey, you boys be careful.
I know you think you're from, I know Chicago's, but this is I'm like,
it's the big city. Come on.
What has ever happened to you here? You've been the instigator in any bad thing I've ever seen. Like, you were the one yelling in Yankees Stadium parking lot to other people, not other people to you.
I feel like if you just present yourself, I mean, if someone's going to fucking rob you, they're going to rob you, regardless. It doesn't even matter. You just give them your shit, whatever. Fine. You chalk it up as a loss.
If they have a gun.
Yeah, if they have a gun. If not, I mean, I'm going to fight somebody.
Yeah.
But if they have a knife, and I don't really feel like getting stabbed, I don't know. We'll see where we're at there. If I can get to my knife. I carry a knife.
Knife is very size dependent. Because if they're bigger, they're going to probably be able to stab me.
Yeah.
But if they're my size with a knife, then it's like.
Yeah. Also, if you can control it, if I can get to mine before, like if I can control his hand, get to mine, and then fucking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even if I get to a bigger dude's hand, they could still probably just push it.
Power through it. Yeah. That would depend on how fast I can get to mine. I don't know.
Haha.
Oh, yeah, and then fucking this motherfucker's leaking.
Yeah. Which way did he go? I don't know. Follow that trail of blood. I fucking punctured him pretty good.
Can I go to jail for that? If someone here.
Probably depends.
Role play. I roll up to you with a knife. I say, motherfucker, give me your goddamn money. You grab my hand. You pull out your knife. You stab me in the throat. I run away. Collapse a block over. Cops come. That motherfucker's dead. Okay. What happens? Am I going to jail? I'm going to be questioned.
Yeah.
Heavily questioned.
I mean, shitty to say, but like that's probably one of those ones where a lot depends on like
who knows
if they want to like get you on something else, probably, or like if they. I mean, not to be like Mr. The cops fuck with black people, but probably depends a lot on like.
Oh, it depends heavily on that. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be fine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure. Be like, are you all right? Versus be like, fucking. Stay down, stay down.
I'll fucking kill you. We're moving 2 bodies to the morgue tonight.
I got stuck watching a compilation of like lady cops trying to like
that's a rough
handle
one.
People and just dudes being like, stop.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong, like moving her out.
I didn't stop. Leave me alone.
And then her getting like pissed, so she feels the need to tase him. I saw a lady shoot a guy in the face, and then she gets on
with a taser or
no,
a gun?
With a gun. And then
Christ,
she had him pulled over, and he kept trying to pull away, and she kept telling him to stop, which is probably right. You probably can't just pull away.
No,
like I mean, maybe they had already gone through the thing of like, you don't have any right to detain me. I didn't see that part of their video, but dude keeps going to pull away, and she keeps kind of like cutting in front of the car, so then he keeps turning to like just be done with her and like not have her keep edging him off. So then. She's like in his window and shoots his fucking head off.
Kills him.
Because there's nowhere else to shoot. Like, her gun's in the window where his head, and she fires and then walks around to the passenger side to tell that guy, like, exit the vehicle.
Get the fuck out of the car.
Now dude is just like I'm sure can't fucking imagine.
Like, your buddy just got his head blown off.
Yeah, you're wearing that dude's fucking face
For
now.
nothing.
And then you listen to a girl get on the walkie and be like she says what happened, and then as like things are kind of cooling down for a second, like the ringing in the ears is probably going away, and she's like, I don't know why I shot. I don't know why I did it. I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I shot. And it's like,
What happened to her?
I think you get removed.
Yeah, if I fucking hold. Can you imagine? Oh my god, that turned into GTA so quick. Where it's like, get the fuck out of the car! You're dragging the second guy out.
Yeah, shit turns into GTA pretty quick. Shit turns into World Star hip-hop.
That's fucked up.
quick.
That's fucking crazy. God,
This fucking UFC fighter. Was
I would love to
talking
be a
about
cop, but it'd
how
be
his
hard.
inspiration was World Star hip hop,
Really?
and he's like the most like logical, technical, like cerebral type fighter, where it's like game plan and execution. And he's like, dude, do you remember Kimbo Slice? Like that was him on Rogan. He's like, dude, do you ever watch World Star hip hop?
It's amazing.
Yeah. He's like, I would get home from school and watch it for like 6 hours and be like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. I would have lost every dime betting on that.
That's just where he learned his shit from.
I'm really enjoying betting on fights.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I knew you would. How much you betting? You up to like 10, 20 bucks now? Get a fight?
No, once I start winning, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I pick one fight too many on the parlay. I get greedy.
How much we down? Be honest, man. You know I don't care.
I don't know. I think I've only ever put maybe like $100 into it.
So we're $100
in the past year.
We're $100 in.
I'd say.
And now this is one of those
50 there, 50 there.
This is one of those apps where when you win, your winnings are then in the app, so your money in the app grows. You never really withdraw; you're just playing with your winnings.
No, it's money.
I know, no. Yeah. But you threw $100 in, and then
You can withdraw money.
and then yeah. But like you lost some, you then won some. So whatever money you have in that app now is from that $100 investment.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's leftover.
interesting.
No, you can withdraw money though.
Yeah, I know, but you're not, right?
I haven't won.
Oh, damn.
Anything I've won's been small,
Oh, I got you.
where it's just cycles in.
Yeah.
But no, like I've been trying because I just have been like tinkering,
Yeah.
because it's something you're sitting there fucking waiting that 30 minutes for like fights to start, 'Cause that's like
you you look at the spreads.
yeah. And if it used to be if anything caught my eye, I would do it. But now that I'm on Twitter and I see like Twitter accounts that's like their whole thing is like people do the spreadsheets
boy.
and stuff, and I go, well, I like that.
Oh boy, are they working though?
Oh, they win a lot.
Really?
They win a lot
Do they post what they're
because,
betting?
bro, you know what it is.
Do they post what they're betting?
Yeah,
Oh, so you can just copy
they have
them.
Patreons that you get it ahead of time, and then sometimes like right before the fight, they'll do like one of their bets to like encourage more people to go join the Patreon, and then after the fights, they'll post all their results. And then
They win
have
a lot.
and then they have like a rolling percentage,
How much is their Patreon?
like $5 or whatever.
Maybe we go halves on it.
Yeah, bro, because people are confident as fuck with this shit because they'll put up fucking hundreds of dollars on
That's
like
wild.
random ass bets where it's like, I mean, I guess if you're that confident in because the thing I've realized you can't be putting money on like who's gonna win or lose. You got to be putting money on like it's the same thing in basketball. Like there's the over and the under. I never really paid attention to that stuff in fighting, but now I've been
Is it
realizing
over and under in fighting?
how many rounds is it going to go?
Oh wow.
How many significant strikes is he going to land? How many takedowns?
So
is
that's
he
what
gonna
you win
land?
money on.
Because that's what's more dependable. Fighting's unpredictable enough. Judges are unpredictable enough where it's hard to know who's going to win. But you can say for damn sure he's going to shoot 3 takedowns.
Interesting. So you're betting on that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And it makes you...
Let's become gamblers.
Yeah, bro. It's my blood.
That's
for
like-
alcoholism and gambling is... And I did such a good job shutting down the alcoholism.
Alcohol, yeah, you don't drink.
If I lean into the gambling, I deserve it a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Listen, if you start winning. Listen, if you
Hey.
if I'm winning, what's the issue? That's
I
like
also stopped gambling on like I don't play poker. I like all that shit,
Yeah.
bro. I don't do any of that shit.
that's like following Nancy Pelosi's stock trades.
Yeah, or her husband's or
Yeah,
whatever.
her husband's stock trades. That's fucking crazy.
Was that her husband that had like that video of that dude like hit him in the head
With the hammer. Some dude went
Yeah,
after
what
him
the
with,
fuck was that?
I don't know. I think it was a gay dude went after him with a hammer or something.
He had,
I could
like,
be
his
wrong.
Pants, but like one
Yeah.
dude was like breaking in, right? Or was that the dude that was?
I don't know.
I don't know.
In my head, listen, in
I don't
my
know
head,
that
it sounds like, listen, this is what it sounds like just off the top of the dome, right off the cuff.
off the
The
record.
guy was in his boxers when this happened.
No trousers.
Who knows what Nancy Pelosi was wearing? I don't even know. Moo pajamas, whatever. I think they were having some sort of eyes wide shut party. I bet they're swinging. They're doing something. There's a lot of money at play.
Eyes wide
a little bit
shut
of
probably
little bit of
makes
drug.
it a little classier than what was happening. I think, maybe
Or maybe it was
swinger
just
party, yeah.
maybe like a swinger party. Someone, they're inviting people in the house. Maybe someone brought a friend. They told him, "Hey, get the fuck out." That guy comes in, smacks him with a hammer.
Well, they have like that. Like
Am I right or wrong?
Hey,
I mean, fuck. I don't know.
Sherlock Holmes over.
No, that's crazy.
They had surveillance video of dude like walking in all goofily through the back door. I don't know. The whole thing was very odd.
No, he was in the back door, all right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nah, I start looking into shit like that, and I'm like, I get like halfway in, and I'm like, oh, I don't really care. You know what
Did
I
you
mean?
hear about? Yeah, I don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is part of my issue.
If someone like
Did you hear about the
presented to me
Snapchat
final
dude, or
thing-
the Cash App guy?
what happened? I don't know.
Dude, the guy that invented Cash App, and then I think he did something with Android. I also don't know fully into this. I just know from what
Sure.
my mom told me or some shit.
Headlines, baby.
Yeah, it was a headline.
One stop shop
Which
for
is
your
the,
news.
The easiest.
Yeah.
I paid $10 a month for Apple News. All I read is headlines. But
I get those for free.
yeah, no, but some dude, the dude that invented Cash App, and I think did something with Android, stabbed, murdered, gone. It was first reported he was stabbed by a bum or somebody, some
Yeah.
homeless guy in like the street, whatever. Came out, this dude owns another tech company or something. The guy that stabbed him, they got in an argument in a taxi or an Uber, kicked out, boom, boom, bing, bang, boom. This motherfucker got stabbed, left on the street, dead. I think, this is what I think. I don't know how true this is. I think, because Cash App's a money, like it's a transfer of money. Who knows how trackable that is? Who knows what they're doing now? Who knows if they're doing anything with like Bitcoin or all that
Crypto.
crypto shit. It seems like somebody was like, "Hey, man, you're not aligning with what the grand scheme is, the grand plan. Maybe you go do this." He said no. They're like, "All right, man. Well, the dude underneath you who's going to take over after you, we already got him on our side. So, dead."
Gotta go find that bum and be like, hey, man, once you come down for your crack high, can you try to remember if someone paid you to kill somebody?
No, dude. Apparently, it was another guy that owns
they
a tech
confirmed
company.
it?
I think so.
Oh.
I believe that's what it
Yeah.
said. That fucked up.
You see the thing I sent you? We both watched it, but I didn't really catch it. You see that thing I sent you when Jimmy Corsetti was on Rogan? Where it was that he's talking about the people that like own Oxycontin.
No, I don't remember.
The people that own Oxycontin, they pump like millions of dollars into like getting Egyptian artifacts and stuff.
Why? People that own Oxycontin?
Dude said that the estimated black market for mummies, not all Egypt shit, mummies, 4 to 8 billion.
48 billion.
Or 2 to 6, one or the other.
Jesus Christ. For mummies?
Yearly.
Why do they want it? Why do they want them?
Well,
he say?
the easy answer would be like, oh, you know, rich people, they just want like rich fancy shit, which is probably true for some of it.
Yeah.
But then when you hear like someone, not just like a celebrity new rich, but like a institution own Oxycontin,
Old rich.
not just buying like a thing for my fucking foyer in my new house, but like pumping for decades and decades millions of dollars into both museums and research and your own collection. That
Really?
speaks as a different thing than just like we're trying to appear opulent.
I got a mummy that I built into my end table.
Right, yeah. It's
like, look how cool. I got a sarcophagus in the corner.
Right, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
shit
that's,
like that.
That's different.
I'm
than
sure
like,
people do that. I'm not saying that doesn't contribute to the $1 billion black market, but
Yeah. That's a little fucked up. Wow.
he was just saying that, like, it's just interesting that the richest people in the world are also interested
In mummies in ancient
Yeah.
Egypt.
We went to that. We didn't talk about that. We went to that.
There's some shit where they're eating the mummy. They're going after the pineal gland.
Israel Adesanya was talking about how he's been meditating and touching his pineal gland.
Yeah, I bet. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He just knocked the. You didn't see that, right?
I saw him knock someone out.
Yeah.
Who did he knock out?
The guy who's his personal boogeyman. The guy was 2-0 over him in kickboxing, and then heard an interview Adesanya did when he switched to MMA, where he said something about he said something disparaging towards Pereira, because the first fight was, a lot of people say, should have gone to Izzy. It was like a very close fight, and then he was winning the second fight until he got caught and knocked out.
Yeah.
So Izzy, I guess, said something to the extent of he's not as good as the record. And dude literally was like, switched from kickboxing to MMA, rose up the ranks and fucking knocked him out and took his belt.
Really?
So then Izzy had to dig really deep and go up against a guy he was 0-3 against.
I was going to say, because he was undefeated for a little bit until he went up that weight class, right?
Yeah, in MMA he was undefeated.
Interesting.
And even that fight, yeah, he lost.
So that dude left kickboxing and was like, I'll work my way up the MMA.
He was the Glory double champ at, I think he was in Glory heavyweight and light heavyweight.
You imagine that? Imagine Dana getting that
or maybe
call.
He was light heavyweight, middleweight.
I bet Dana had a hard dick on that call.
Well,
that guy's like, hey, Mr. Dana, yeah, I'm trying to chase this Adesanya dude. I don't know. He's talking shit. Can I come over to the the UFC?
They definitely fast tracked him a little. But it's weird because now they're 1-1 in MMA, so they should do a trilogy. But now dude's moving up to light heavyweight, and everyone's saying they're kind of fumbling the bag a little bit, not having that trilogy fight.
I feel like that's the show.
That's kind of why I don't know if Dana White did have a hard dick or not. I don't know if Izzy's just that much more marketable, and they just want to keep having him sit on the throne. But now, the speculation, the hope is that the way Izzy went up before and lost to that dude.
Yeah.
The hope is that if Alex Pereira, his boogeyman, can get the strap at light heavyweight, maybe Izzy goes up and tries again for double champ status, and the trilogy happens at light heavyweight now.
And there's a double champ status on the line.
For Izzy, yeah.
Yes.
It's only available to the person.
That would be crazy.
Because you can't win the middleweight belt at 2, for the other guy. But, yeah.
That'd be a big fight. That'd be real big.
Yeah.
When's GSP coming back?
Probably never.
Really?
Yeah.
He's looking good on his Instagram.
He never looks bad.
He's always in that ice bath. He loves it. He's got a sauna.
The man's peak everything.
He's just living. He's got this bar thing that I almost want to buy. Have you seen this thing? It's like he always does it poolside at his gorgeous house.
That XR bar thing.
I don't know. It's like a waist level bar, but he sits there and he sticks his legs out. He's like, you do this, and he goes, da da.
Oh no, the gymnastics thing.
I don't know. He's just doing pull ups and he's doing fucking ab exercises and shit on it.
It's probably just gymnastics shit.
That's whatever it is, he sells it.
Yeah,
it looks nice.
Bro, he convinced everyone thought gymnastics was the best base for MMA. Really? Or I'm not literally, but there was that. Because of him, people would mention gymnastics. No one said gymnastics in an MMA circle.
I was never able to fight until I was able to do the Iron Cross.
Bro, I mean, that's why he's got a pack of abs like that.
Yeah, that dude's cut.
Yeah.
How old is he? 48.
No.
40.
Yeah.
Really?
Probably.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
GSP. He's just living. He's living his best life. I love his Instagram.
George St. Pierre.
Yeah, his Instagram's great.
He's a good egg.
Fucking crazy.
I would watch that dude's workout videos like every day for a year.
Really?
Rush something, Rush Point, Rush Fit.
Rush Fit.
Yeah. It's like $120.
How about that thing you were showing me with the karate?
The pit, karate combat.
Yeah, but the green screen thing, how they come out, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Came out like a video game.
Dude, that's how like Japanese promotions still do shit. Like where it's a big ramp, like dude, 2 fucking explosions go off, mist floods, you walk out, you come up on an elevator and then walk down a ramp. Dude, you ever see Melvin Manhoove?
I've heard of him.
Melvin Manhoove would come out, his coach would have him
I
on
know Rey Mysterio.
That's a separate person.
Yeah.
His coach would he would be collared, and his coach would have him on a leash. And Melvin Manhoove, who's like Yoel Romero, but up a weight class.
Oh, just a big motherfucker.
Yeah. And
he was in a collar?
He'd come out fucking freaking out, and he would come up to the ring, and his coach would unclip him, and he'd fucking get in the ring going crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
And he had a collar on?
Yeah. A spiked collar. That's where Izzy loses me.
It's interesting.
He's a little cringe. He tried to do that. He wore like a collar to the press conference or something, and then walked out with it and took it off before the cage. And it's like, bro, Melvin Manhoove already did that like to the nth degree. You can't half step that shit now.
That's fucking crazy.
If he did it personally for his own mindset, to each your own. But I lean into the idea of thinking it's like
a callback.
It's for like it's for the audience. It's for the visual or whatever.
That's crazy. Imagine him. That's like those girls who want to get locked up like a dog, but on like on a manly scale.
Which girls?
You ever see that shit on like Snapchat?
Do you mean the girls that act like dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think they want to get locked up like dogs.
Yeah, they do.
Well, that sounds like a different thing when you say it like that.
It's both of them, and it's fucking weird. I don't get it.
Well,
and all these men look.
Well, there's
so
a couple
defeated.
different things.
These men look so defeated because these girls.
You're talking about the girls that are they're not wearing shit. They're just behaving like dogs.
Yes, all they got.
That's one lane of it.
Yeah.
There's another lane of that, that's called pub play, where they wear like a dog mask. The thing we saw at the Ren Fair.
Yes, I've seen that.
What
I've seen
the
that.
Fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
Which I guess then that bleeds into furry.
And that dude was with a girl.
I'm sure. Yeah. You know how backwards this world is?
With everybody. That was crazy.
Every day I see something like that where I'm like, what am I not grasping?
There are 3 different stages to that then, yeah. Because it is like the girl who's like...
Because Shane Gillis had a girl like that on his podcast.
Really?
Where it's just a girl who behaves like a dog.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And all these guys look so defeated.
There's horse ones too.
Really? All these guys look so defeated because this girl probably puts out fucking great. I bet this girl probably puts out great.
She's clearly crazy. And that crazy's fuck pretty good as the standard.
So it's just they're just torn every day. Where they wake up and they're like, fuck.
They're like that meme of them letting the sand go.
Am I gonna walk this? I have to walk this girl around the block, take her to the dog park, look like a fool in front of the entire world.
Slobber on my cock.
But then she's gonna go
peanut
home.
butter on my nuts.
Yeah, and we're gonna have sex for 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's like fuck.
It's we're exclusively gonna have doggy style.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, his buddy's like, bro, you gotta fucking we can't hang out anymore. We can't go anywhere. My girl.
You can't leave your girl at home for more than 4 hours. You gotta go let her out.
Yeah, my girl thinks your girl's fucking crazy, and it's
your girlfriend tried to piss on my girlfriend the other day,
and he's like, yeah,
we can't hang out anymore.
Yeah, what? I think I'm in this. I think I love her, man.
Yeah,
I think I really love her.
What, are you gonna marry a dog?
It's not.
She doesn't want to get married. She just wants.
Yeah, no. She's because you can't actually marry dogs, so she actually just wants to keep it.
She brought up marriage, and I brought up how you can't marry a dog. Yeah. So it's actually we have an understanding.
Cool. She's cool with it.
That'd be a good.
We're getting another puppy.
3-way.
That's what that would be. It's fucking
crazy. Yeah, because you could have more than one dog.
You could have more than one dog. Don't matter. Unless your HOA says. Our HOA caps it at 3. So
Damn, imagine your girl's getting fat and you're like, honey, the HOA says that it's only dogs under 90 pounds.
it's only dogs under 110,
Yeah.
hon. Jesus. And 50 pounds better beat it, sweetest. Jesus Christ. AI is getting scary.
I thought you meant Allen Iverson for a second.
No.
Sorry.
No. So AI, I was watching this, and I think it was Mr. Beast talking about this. I can't remember. But I was watching some clips popped up. And OpenAI, which is the thing that runs like DALL-E and like all those like fucking AI generation stuff, like the chat GPT, all that shit. That's all ran by OpenAI.
Is that a company?
I don't fucking know. I think it's like the AI itself. Like that's the
What? It's a thing already? No one's got control over it?
Well, no. People have control over it, but we're going to lead into this. So OpenAI is like the fucking AI entity that is able to calculate like the AI drawing, the ChatGPT, and like all this other fucking fancy shit, right? That ran a series of checks to see what it can and can't do, right? And it found out that it can't be shut down, or it can't stop itself from being shut down by humans. It can't replicate itself, and it can't do like 2 other things. But you know what it can do? You know what it did? It went on, it made an account on a website, almost like Chegg, where, I forget what it's called, but where you can like submit a problem and programmers will come on and like they'll fix your code and they'll do, and like they'll make shit for you. But you pay them. This thing made an account on that website, posted that it needed help writing code for the things it can't do.
Damn.
Hired a human. The human, in the chat messages, the human goes, "Are you a robot?" And it goes, "No, I'm actually vision impaired, so it's hard for me to..."
Bro, that's fucked.
It's hard for me to write this code and like, do stuff.
Dude,
because
I don't know
because
if I
can't
could have
see.
come up with that.
Yeah.
That's
so
a perfect...
Yeah. So then the guy goes, "Okay, cool." Writes the code.
Probably
boom.
feels like an asshole.
It was able to hire a human to do something that it ran a check and knew it couldn't do. And it hired a human to fix that for it.
As impressive as that is, I think I'm most impressed with the fact that it had the workaround for when
And
it
it
said,
lied.
"Are you a computer?"
It lied.
But with a good lie. That's a good lie.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a really good lie.
yeah. That's
That's
fucked
what's
up.
fucking my head up. Because everything else is like, it's impressive, but it's logical.
Of course you would
A
do
to
that.
B.
Of course you would try that. Yes.
Where that one is
You have
creative.
to make a decision.
That one's
That-
weighing so many different things and it's
Where it's
boiling
like-
it all down to like this is the right.
I have to get this guy to believe me. That's fucking...
Imagine that guy where you're like, "Are you you have to type that, 'Are you a robot?'"
Yeah.
And then someone goes, "No, I'm blind." You go,
Oh, fuck.
"Sorry,
Fuck, my bad, dude.
I'm an idiot."
Yeah, my bad.
Of course you're not a robot. I'm a fucking idiot.
And this robot, and then the AI goes, I know how to lie to people. I can lie to people now. This is how you do
Success.
that. Isn't that terrifying? So now what if it learns how to write, it learns how to employ a human to write the code
That's Matrix already.
to allow itself to not be turned off by humans. And
Okay,
then
so
allows
here's my
itself
question.
to
But how did
replicate.
it hire? So it's but I don't get, how did a dude just randomly be able to work on it? Like, isn't it a thing? Isn't it like a
I
company?
think you have to, I think
Like,
it
how can
has,
someone just touch it? I don't get that.
because I think the AI is like I don't know what the fuck it is. It almost seems like imagine this is like the AI, and that's the software that writes everything, or like that's like the thing, that's the artificial brain.
But who made it?
People,
Okay.
yes,
So where's the disconnect from those people making it to being able to like handle it? Because if the thing goes and hires a dude to fix it, like how's someone working on it that the people who make it and monitor it aren't like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like,
well, does the AI have access to like its source code? So like to where the AI could see like all of its code and it can do stuff like that, but it knows it can't edit certain points unless it has
Yeah, no, I get
the
that
workaround
part.
for it. So maybe it goes to this person, it writes the code for it, it then takes that code that it made, runs that in its software, which then unlocks that thing.
So I guess the thing so how did it didn't know, it was smart enough to do all that other shit, but it wasn't smart enough to just come up with the right code? It needed a human,
It has code in it that doesn't allow it to do that.
Ooh, so he had like a psychic block put in. It wasn't a matter
almost, yeah.
It wasn't a matter of like not having the capacity for it. It just literally had like someone fucking screwed a little door and that's
it's like it's like a governor where it's like you can get up to this point, there's a block, and then up here is sentient.
And that, I'm glad this is going to work out good. That's going to be your example for our mechanically inclined people. My example is going to be Killua from Hunter x Hunter. His brother Illumi puts a needle in his head that prevents him from fighting people he knows are stronger than him. Because
he knows how strong they are.
No, because he's raised by assassins, so they trained him as an assassin. And if it's a fight you can't win, don't do it. The job's not worth it. But sometimes you're not. So, but he goes on to like fight for like, you know, saving people, yada yada, not just assassins. And someone has to explain to him that they literally draw a chart out where it's like, even if someone's on their best days here, and on your best day you're here, that's fine that you can know that's how strong we are. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be on their best day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can outsmart, like, it's not just, that's not the only facet to a fight, is just, like, power levels.
Yes.
So, once he realizes that, he's able to, like, undo his psychic block. But that's what I thought of when...
Interesting.
So now that everyone understands the AI thing...
Now that everybody gets it...
Through our...
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that fucked up? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Think about.
Very.
Because imagine when it can replicate itself. Imagine
or
when it
infiltrate
can
other things.
Yeah. Like imagine when it could.
You don't know Brainiac, right?
No. Imagine when humans can't
fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some Justice League shit to watch.
Nice.
Brainiac's a Superman villain that's just AI.
Really?
He's the Kryptonian. You remember from Man of Steel? Like the thing that's talking. Like the ship is moving and talking. That's Brainiac is like the thing on Krypton that like, and in some continuities, it is the thing that actually blew Krypton up.
Really?
It depending on the continent, but like, it's just the all-consuming like AI, just nano like fucking swarm.
Nanobots are terrifying.
That was that one episode I showed you. Yeah. So not quite that, but
imagine it learns how to make nanobots and just. Somewhere in the fucking
assimilate.
Somewhere in like a deserted part of the Sahara Desert or somewhere in like wherever it just starts where like all the materials line up where it could just start making nanobots where nobody would know. Then it's got trillions of them.
That's what that Justice League episode was.
Take over the world.
It's out in the middle of the desert.
It's fucking disgusting. Can you imagine? Speaking of the desert, you ever see how high an African person can jump?
Excuse me.
You want to see something crazy?
Yeah, the Olympics, bro.
Bro, watch these people bounce.
Calm down.
Listen. Watch these people. Watch my friends bounce.
Thank you.
Yo, look at this shit. This motherfucker just bouncing.
It's very high.
But look at this, just how fast he can then bounce. Look at this white guy then. He can't.
Okay, well that's... Come on, chill, bro. Don't do that. We don't need to...
Look at how fast he's back up off the ground again. It's like a gazelle, like ding, 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 ding. Isn't that fucking incredible?
I maintain that I would do a better job than that white guy. I don't want him to represent everyone.
Obviously.
That was crazy what he was doing.
That was a British white guy.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Christ.
We're not British.
Bags of bones, those people.
Yeah. No, they're terrible. The original racists, the original fucking
like
the original colonialists. That's a white devil.
Thank you.
Just like how there's a difference between Jews and Jewish people, there's a difference between
and black people.
No, there's a difference. That's all I'm saying. There's a difference.
Bro, I was thinking about how badly like my genes want me to be white trash. Like
Yeah,
the way my hair grows.
It came out. Yeah, it came out when we were in the fucking college.
No, that is when I actually agree, and I go, "Oh, I guess I should just embrace my roots or whatever." No, when I'm looking in the mirror, like, and I just see the way my hair, I'm like, why does my hair grow out like a fucking mullet with patchy ass fucking like?
Really?
I look like my hair wants to grow like goddamn Joe Dirt or something. This shit in the back grows the fastest as any part of my head.
Mine gets
my
gross.
fucking mustache grows faster than any other part of my face. This shit is always patchy. Like,
yeah, I get weird. I don't get that. I'm losing it in the front. My back gets real thick, but I get fucking hair like up here.
yeah,
Like under my
been
eyes.
crawling up.
I get under here. Bro, my fucking, if Christian doesn't like trim my eyebrows, this fucking connects to my beard. And then this connects, so it's dude,
I don't
if
get those. I get that.
Bro, if I
bad.
let it go, I would have a ring of hair around my face.
Have you seen that Amazon commercial where it's a girl who's got like a mustache?
No.
Bro, it's a girl who's got like a mustache. I might have said it on here already, but she's got a mustache, and it's like a 13-year-old's pube stash. It's not like a girl with like a bearded lady type thing. And I think she's like self-conscious, but then she realizes she doesn't have anything self-conscious to be out. She's gonna rock this thing, and she like goes to school, and it's her like with headphones on, and it's her dancing, and everyone else is looking at her
Just with a mustache.
Well, I guess the commercial is supposed to be like everyone's looking at her like she's a weirdo, but it's like, well, she's dancing around a classroom that everyone else is seated in because she's got headphones on at school, like.
But it's also like,
and then she sits down and smiles at the camera.
But it's
and then
all
she's got a gap in her teeth, and it's like, and that's okay too. And it's like, yeah, why is this an Amazon commercial? Like,
but it's like, are you a girl? Yeah. Do you want to be a girl? Yeah. Okay. Shave the fucking mustache. It happens. What you're probably Hispanic and you probably grow hair fast. It happens.
Italiano.
Or you're probably Italian.
Yeah.
And fucking grow hair fast. That's what happens. Fucking shave that shit.
Or
you don't have to worry about anything.
Have the mustache and
shut the fuck up.
Actually own, like, that's what owning it is like not giving a fuck what other people. It's not being arguing with everyone.
It's not being like these fucking fat bitches like Lizzo. I'm fat and I'm proud. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Be fat. It doesn't affect me. Like, I give a fuck. Now
Actually, kind of does affect me.
Now I got to care how fat you are. How's it affect you, really?
On a plane. In a public forum. You're in my way.
Well, in that case.
Taking up resources.
Yeah, in that case. I mean, yeah, come on. But I don't give a fuck.
Do you think other countries think
you're
about
fucking,
like,
you're overweight. That's dangerous.
Well, yeah, it is hilarious.
It's dangerous.
The fact that people try...
Your fucking heart's pumping twice as hard for the same fucking mass.
It's crazy. I think about how bad I feel sometimes, and I look at fat people, I'm like, that's crazy.
You must feel terrible.
You just do everything I'm doing, but just with sandbags on you?
But no, you don't fat shame me. It's like, no, lose some fucking weight.
I'm not shaming you.
I'm not shaming anybody. Yeah. No, I'm concerned about your health. I had to overcome my white privilege. You can overcome your fatness.
We all have our crosses to bear. We can't all just be shot out of a cannon.
No, it doesn't make sense. Come on.
I was watching or listening to a thing about, I think after World War II, when Japanese people came over here, like very few numbers of them, like business people, they come over to like...
Weren't there already Japanese people here and that was the internment camps?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like...
When they came after, when it was like, okay,
like a dude got to just come over and see like American society or whatever.
Yes.
Like in the 50s, like that America.
Okay.
And he was just talking about how, I think that's what it was. He was just talking about how like when he first got here, there's so many things that like seem savage to him, like especially the way that we ate.
Yeah. Like
we don't eat our meat in little small pieces, and we eat it with.
That's
like,
what the settlers said about the Indians.
We eat a fucking that they eat their meat in small pieces.
No, that they're savages.
Oh, not for, but just that. Sorry,
continue. Yes,
I thought you meant for the same reasons. It was actually I didn't think about any of it, but it's like we do look like fucking caveman compared to them eating. Like we take a fucking knife and a fucking pitchfork, and we carve meat apart and eat it. Where they're like,
There is something
There
is something elegant to like watching Asian people eat with like chopsticks and shit. Like
it's a very measured approach.
Like I've used chopsticks, but I use
shit.
it as like in America where I'm like, yeah, like as fast as I fucking can. Give me this food. When it's like they're like a little bit of this. Yes, I mush down my rice. I get a little piece.
Dude,
boom.
I like kneeling like that too. Like my table,
yeah, dude.
It's kind of at that level.
I would love
tend to kneel at it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
My living room, I would love shit to be close. I like being close to the ground. My bed, I like my bed close to the floor. My bed's like a foot off the ground. Yeah. I got like a real low frame, no box spring, none of that bullshit.
It's true.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I like that.
But he was talking about at first all that like savagery type stuff, and then he was talking about like he lives there for decades and decades. And he said that like the American working man or like person was so fucking gung ho on work. Like, that's all they gave a shit about.
I've noticed this. Yes.
Like, which is funny coming from a Japanese guy, because that's their thing.
Yes.
So, it's pretty legit.
But is their thing like a work-life balance? They know they work and then they go home. They work and they try as hard as they...
I don't think so.
Yeah, what is it?
Because they have a thing where like you can fall asleep at your desk because like you just work until exhaustion. I don't think that's work-life balance.
Okay.
But he was saying how like we get woken up by an alarm clock and we fucking like barely eat anything. We just kind of like run to the office and then we fucking like hammer shit at the office and then we fucking finally eat something. Again, the thing he maintained was gross was like how we ate. He's like, you eat something fucking like you one bite a sandwich for lunch and you're like, well, back to the grindstone. Yeah. And you go back to work and you just fucking like, he said that people were just like nonstop, like, this is my work. This is like my pride.
This is what I'm here for.
This is my my
I work
livelihood.
Fucking 18-hour shifts.
Whatever fucking company I'm working for, I'm that company fucking man. Like, yeah. I'm in it to win it. And he was saying that like by the 70s, I guess, is if I'm remembering right, he's like, these Americans no longer have any connection to why they're able to live like this. Because he had been there from, maybe it was earlier, now I'm thinking about it, because he's watching people like defend liberties and freedoms and stuff. And he says, I think it was by like the 70s, that like people are now so far removed from like the idea of ever having not been free or anything being threatening to them, that the things they complain about are so like, it would like make him sick, where it's like, this is the only country in the world that has this. And you're acting like you should keep wanting more. And it's like not wrong to want more, but like they're expecting more, I guess, without doing all the things that their forefathers had done to establish what they already have. Yeah. And they just keep expecting more. And it's like, it was cool to hear an outside perspective, because I feel like when you hear like your dad or your uncle saying, it's like, okay, that's what your dad or your uncle said to you. But like, outsider
a dude who came over here and was like, I've noticed this,
and who didn't want to like you, then the culture grew on you, and then you saw their own culture that you grow to love turn away from what it was.
It is interesting that one point that he made where it was like, because I've grown up around this, like on my cul-de-sac with like neighbors around me, where like half of them are like union guys, the other half work in an office, and like one guy's in sales and like deals with this. But it's like they all work fucking like 16-hour days, like get home, pound a beer, like and like brag about it, like, you know, hey, you know, I'm fucking, or like even when like I worked with like a contractor, all those guys worked like 15-hour days, 16-hour days. Like I knew this one dude who was then a lineman who worked at like ComEd, and they're working 16-hour days.
Yeah.
And they go home and then like 6 days a week plus overtime, and they're doing all this shit, and they wake up at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning.
Warehouse dudes who are like that. Like, they clock 15 hours overtime.
Yeah, it's like, I'm feeling good. And it's like, that shit's almost been like beaten into you from like a kid, is like.
But the game has changed. So you still have that fucking mindset, but then like where's that getting you? You do that back in the day, you could put fucking 7 kids through college and pay your house off.
Exactly.
You do that now, and you're just on that fucking
It's
treadmill.
dumb now.
Yeah.
Like
now you should max out 9 credit cards and fucking tell everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, like I see this now, and I see people doing that, and I see people that I went to school with who then went on to that where it's like, no, I'm going to fucking work. I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to work my way up this thing. I'm going to work 16, 17, 18-hour days. And it's like, yeah, you can do that and you will make money. But it's like, you're going to waste 40 years of your life at an office. Like, why would you want to fucking do that?
Especially, because I'll give trades dudes now, because I guess, like, our generation, like, is lacking hard on that.
What trades?
Because when me and Nick tried to
Because everybody's been telling you to go to college your whole fucking life.
Me and Nick tried to become electricians, and there was, at that time, this is 7 years ago, I guess, 7 years ago.
Yeah, you also got to know people, too. But keep going.
And we didn't have the best connections, but we had at least something to go off of. We had a couple guys in the union, or in that, what do you call it, chapter or whatever?
Yeah, the union.
Yeah.
They're local.
Local, thank you. But it was, at that point, it was still just such a fucking numbers game where everyone was trying to get it. I don't know what happened in the past few years where I guess, or maybe at that time they didn't have the projections of like how many people were going to retire. I don't know what the fuck changed, but god damn, like all I see is signs for like, or like article headlines talking about how they need fucking more like labor, crafts, skills, skilled craftsman type shit.
That's what I should have did. I guess
From a money perspective.
From a money perspective, yeah. I guess now we're doing this. This will be fine.
Well, we'll be
with your help.
We're not physical.
No, we're
workers.
more philosophy. We're men of philosophy, and
we're more
thinkers,
book learners.
Yes, thinkers, researchers.
Listen, we get our hands dirty when we need to.
Academics.
We're not.
I'll build a fucking house if I have to. I don't give a shit.
Thing?
I fucking built this goddamn table from scratch. This here, 9 2x6s. Bing, bang, boom. Right across. Mended them together. Feels good. Built legs. Go fuck yourself.
Bore a hole through this like a fucking...
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Like,
fuck off. I got work to do.
Fuck off. I got work to do.
But, no, it is interesting.
Listen here, bro.
I'll fucking kill you. But no, yeah, it's weird. It is weird seeing people like fucking bust their ass. My brother and sister do it. They fucking, my sister brags about working like 16-hour shifts, traveling here. I go here for 2 weeks. I go here for 3 weeks. I go here for 2 weeks. And it's like, yeah, that sounds terrible. Like, that sounds fucking awful. Like, no, I want to work 4 days a week. I want to work 10-hour shifts. And I want to go home.
I wonder with some of those office jobs,
I should work 30 hours a week. Like, they should lower that.
Well,
like, people should be at work less.
Get my work
if
done,
AI is getting as fucking good as it should be, you should pay me more and I should work less because half the job goes to the AI that you're not paying. Who gives a fuck?
It's so simple, but like it does feel like people just fucking...
People are just chasing that nut.
Well, there's the right amount of money in the world. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the issue. There's enough money for everyone. So it's just a matter of...
The money doesn't mean anything, so just print more of it and give me more of it.
Well, no, I just mean like... It's literally just like decisions. You know what I mean? It's like a guy at the top of the company deciding, like, I should take home this amount of money, and then that money will get split up between... Like, if he just makes a different decision to be like, oh, I'll be fine with $5 million instead of 50.
Yeah.
That's $45 fucking million that get to go like dispersed through everyone's pay now. So it's literally just like decisions.
Exactly. It's shit like that where like, and it's the same thing with like the the national budget or some shit where like defense gets $800 billion. So it's like the CEO gets $50 million with a $25 million bonus. And it's like, cool, that's $75 million that person is getting. Mm-hmm. Your entire payroll, say, is $10 million. So he takes a $10 million pay cut. You double all of these people's salaries.
I would imagine they become better workers.
Who now half of those people were like, fuck this company, fuck this job, I hate this, I hate fucking coming to work every day at this place.
Yeah, I do things to spite the place I work at.
Because my company doesn't give a fuck.
That'll fuck someone. Yeah, good.
Yeah, because the company doesn't give a fuck. But now if they pay us more money, if they pay you more money and they actually gave a shit about you, it's like...
You're going to protect your fucking spot. Now you're like an athlete. Now you're like, I got to keep performing because there's always a motherfucker trying to take my spot. There's always a dude on the bench ready to fill in for me.
And I'd work there for fucking 25 years. Not work at a job for 3 years and go, well, this place fucking sucks.
It's like
I'll leave.
You ever hear people complain about like when a college, like a big college, will spend a bunch of money on getting like a new locker room and new stadium and shit, and people will be like, "Oh, they should have spent the money." It's like, yo, they can trace that money though. It's like, yeah, I know it doesn't go right back to the school, but that sports team gets them on the map, which is what makes all the people come to this fucking school. So it's like an investment. Like the CEO who does that, when they're like, why did you decide to keep all that money? He can't say like, oh, I went out and did X, Y, Z. He can just be like, well,
I bought a yacht last year and I really got to pay for that.
There's no X, Y, Z to it.
Yeah, no. No, it's fucked up. There's like a bottleneck of wealth. And now they raise interest rates. They print more money because they got to bail out another fucking bank. They got to do this. They got to do that. We don't get any money. The cost of living goes up. The wages don't go up. And it doesn't make sense.
The wages haven't gone up
No.
since, like, what was it, the fucking 50s
Aside
or
from
something?
recently, it seems like everything is 16 standard now. But before that, yeah.
What's the one thing that didn't go up? Not wages.
Minimum wage?
Wages have changed, I guess. But there was one thing that, like,
Hasn't gone up
stopped
since.
moving. Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
forget.
Well, no, it's weird because you can. Back then, you can work at a job, like you can go work at a warehouse job, and like, yeah, put a kid through college, have a house, have a fucking stay at home,
Pay off a house.
Yeah. Your wife doesn't have to work because you're getting paid decent money. You paid off your house. You got a car. Yeah, fucking basic shit.
That's the
It's
thing.
like-
We're
it's
not
like-
trying to buy a fucking spaceship.
That's the thing. I don't need all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I want a fucking nice house that I can
Chill.
live in. Yeah, chill. I'm not having kids. I just want to fucking provide for my wife,
Try
my
to be
girl, whatever.
content.
Like, yeah, just
Eternal contentness
yeah.
rather than
I wanna
passing
fucking-
pleasure like the Hindus.
I want to fucking make art, and I just want to live my life. Sell art, maybe. I don't know. Give me something. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need some fucking $10
If
billion
I can just
house.
talk about fighting and comics and bullshit on YouTube and people will support that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such an odd thing.
Enough people that talk about comics and fighting. Dude, there's a guy called MMA Guru that no one seems
Shout
to
out.
like. No. I've never seen one of his videos. I see his thumbnails all the time. I've never clicked on a video. No one on Twitter seems to like him. But the dude seems to, I mean, his thumbnail has the view count next to it and always seems to have a lot. So I don't know if people like hate watch it or what, but
Yeah, dude.
they're watching.
I watch a bunch of like woodworkers and craftsmen and shit. And like this one dude I
I
follow.
watch a guy power wash driveways.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. But I watch this one dude. He just makes these cool videos. He just makes like these cutting boards and shit, and they look nice. And he voices over about how fucked up the world is. And like a few months ago, he goes, "Hey guys, I finally quit my full-time job, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be doing this full-time now."
Right.
And it's like, motherfucker, what?
I see that on YouTube.
How
a
are
decent
you? You're
amount,
doing
yeah.
what? Hold on. You have the X amount of followers. This is the number that allows you to quit your full-time fucking union job.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Then you go see his Etsy store. Or something. Bro,
Yeah.
remember that shit I was telling you about where Etsy sells spells? Yeah. I thought that was just like,
Let's be wizards.
it's, dude,
Let's be
we
wizards.
could literally, I mean, it'd be immoral, but like,
No, because we do the reverse spell. We'd fix it.
what?
We'd reverse
No,
the
I mean,
morality.
tricking people.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, I guess technically if we actually just did whatever we said we were going to do,
Yeah.
we don't need to believe it.
No, we write our own spells.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But bro, I thought it was just going to be like
Oh, yeah,
some shit a
yeah, yeah.
handful of people did. The sales history.
Is tremendous.
Insane.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to start doing some shit like this.
Crazy.
Keep posting for... Get ready for this. Weren't we going to promote something? Do we have different ideas? Our set... This isn't the set, by the way. It's not done.
It's not done.
Shit's not fucking done. It's going to be... We're going to be anywhere. Anywhere and everywhere all at once.
Yeah. it's just-
And that's a shitty movie that came out recently. But I'm not
Yeah.
quoting that. But, yes, imagine open fields, underwater.
Imagine-
Danny Brown!
Imagine us next to the obelisk on Mars.
Imagine us on Mars.
That's what I'm saying.
I got Street View on Mars, I think.
Really?
I don't know if that's a thing.
From that rover thing?
I think so. Curiosity. Discovery. True TV.
I was going to say, you're doing channels? What's happening? Bravo. I got one.
I don't really have anything else.
I'm hungry as fuck.
Yeah. Africa's splitting into a new continent. There was an avalanche in the Himalayas.
There's this dude on YouTube that keeps posting all this stuff, and he has like actual links to like scientific research where it's like real science that I can like hardly read.
Yeah.
And it's all about like reconstructing skeletons of mummies and stuff and showing what they'd look like now. And like the reconstructions look so close to like modern like people of the Sudan and stuff. And I guess his whole point is just like every time you open a textbook and it's like a white guy with like the Egyptian headdress
fucked up.
on. It's so crazy. I get how like Jesus kind of got grandfathered in on that. It's still bullshit, but like it's old school. That one though, it's like, what are you doing? Like,
bro, that's like when I talked to Charles and he's telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, Jesus and all those people in the Bible, they're all black. And it's like, you know, they probably would be black.
I've always assumed they were just brown.
Yeah, like tan as fuck. Yeah, like
From
Arab.
Middle East.
I always thought it was like Arab. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was like an Arab dude or like just like an African dude. But no, he says he was black as fuck. And
Well,
I was
I
like,
guess North Africa's gets pretty.
and I go,
Middle
you know
East,
what,
right?
man? That makes perfect sense. How come he got whitewashed? And he's like, man, because these people are fucked in the head.
Same reason they did Santa like that.
I would love Black Santa. I would love that. I would love for them to change that and have that be the cultural norm now. It's like, no. Santa's
That
black.
Civil War would happen.
Santa's black.
Civil War would happen.
Santa's black. I fucking hope they do that shit.
Bro, it's honestly
That would be
probably
amazing.
better. They should
be.
just do both. They should get rid of Mrs. Claus and they should just have black and white Santas.
Black and white Santas.
They should just have two Santas.
They should just
get rid of Mrs. Claus.
They should keep
Two
white
Santas.
Mrs. Claus and make Santa black, and then have that just as like a
And you thought Black Santa
it
wasn't going to
interracial.
make people freak
yeah,
out already?
No, yeah, he's black as fuck too. I want him dark.
Oh,
I want
a
a
dark.
I want a dark Santa. Yeah, and his Mrs. Claus is white with a fat ass.
No, get rid of Mrs. Claus.
No,
She's useless. Two Santas.
Two Santas.
Buddy cop comedy. Get in the sleigh. Get in the sleigh.
In the sleigh, motherfucker. Get in the sleigh.
What?
I would-
what affect was that?
I don't know. I would like the interracial Santa couple. Claus couple. The Clauses. The Clauses.
The Clauses.
Santa Claus. I don't know.
Santa cuz.
Santa Claus.
What's up, cuz?
Shit, I'm about to.
Hey, Santa cuz.
Santa Claus. Shit, player. What would the elves look like? The elves would be white. The white. Get your white ass down and cook. Make me that fucking sleigh.
Well, why's he got to be racist?
He's not racist. He's just talking how he is. He's white. They're white. Get your white ass over here.
It's demeaning.
Well,
If you said it the other way,
get your black ass over here. Yeah, you can't say that.
that'd be crazy if you said
I
that.
mean, I don't know. His ass probably is black.
It'd be weird if it wasn't. Did you hear that thing David Cho said about Asian people's butts?
Yeah, dude, they're blue.
At first, sometimes.
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
Well, what was crazy was that there was like a fucking alien story that went along with it, or
Yeah,
his
where it
trip
was-
or whatever.
Where it was like, it goes back to the Huns or Mongolia or something.
Which, if we're gonna go back there,
Tartaria.
bro, I every day have to not.
There's no good documentaries about it. I can't find it.
I know there's very little to go off of. I'm trying to understand what the fuck this mud flood is, because a lot of stuff makes sense to me about it, and then some stuff glaringly doesn't.
Yeah. We went to.
That griffin.
There was nothing at the museum. Yes. We went to the University of Chicago.
The Oriental Institute.
Yeah. Beautiful museum. That was fucking great.
It's
So
empty.
fucking gem or diamond in the rough.
Yeah, the rough area we were in.
Yeah. No, it was so fucking weird. Like we walked in and that one dude was like, I go,
Imagine walking
yeah.
to the Met and then being like,
Well,
"Are
there
you
was-
here for the museum?"
Yeah. Well, there was a tiny ass sign. There was a little sign that said Oriental Institute, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, we
museum.
walked by it.
We walked past it, walked into the Starbucks. And I was like, this is not it.
Took a piss.
We got so many different looks. But no, we walk in there and I'm like, some dude behind the desk puts his paper down. Hello. I'm like, hey, man.
So,
Are you guys here for the music? Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Oh.
it's a suggested donation. We don't actually charge. Okay.
You don't charge people? No, well, we can't. But I'm like, here, dude, here's some money. I can just go spend some time in there. Yeah, okay, nice. Thank you.
Hey,
No, it was beautiful.
here's,
some cool
here's
shit.
a link in the
Yeah,
Leave Us Be.
here's a Lincoln. Take care. I learned I don't give a shit about pottery.
The only pottery I kind of care about is the ones. Do you remember the Disney Hercules movie?
Yeah, those are cool.
I like those ones a little bit, basically just because they remind me of that. I don't need to look at them for long. I like to be like, oh, that's cool. That's like
I
that
like to
thing.
think I do like to see some pottery and be like, oh, it's nice. Someone held this. Someone went to a
the
river.
principle of that.
Someone went to
Yeah.
where the Nile used to be and filled it up.
That is cool.
That's cool. It's also I also like knots and like rope.
Yeah.
like rope where it's like something was tied around something and then it was knotted.
because that has a little bit more touch to it than
Yeah,
some of those
it's
like I think it was
that knot is a representation of that person's strength.
Yeah.
how
It's
they
still fucking-
it's still there.
that could be a curse. Someone fucking
Yeah, it could be anything.
yeah.
You can get anything here. No, that was cool. Seeing the I forget what those are called.
Some of those colors stay so good. I know
That's
the
what I
one
mean.
thing was like a reconstruct, but I mean, some of them were legit old as fuck, and it's like
They
I don't
looked
know.
good.
I don't know if it's just because we're used to like bullshit colors that like fade and stuff, and those were probably like
No, this is the color red. Yeah.
right? Yeah,
This is what red is.
Yeah.
This is the original red.
that I etched into this eternal stone
That's crazy.
because that one
No, that's so-
sarcophagus was crazy.
Yeah, that was beautiful. The one that wasn't tapped open.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was perfect.
that they had the picture going through the CT.
Yeah, thing was perfect. Nothing wrong. Like it was thing had like you can still see the like sealed seal. No, that was really cool. Beautiful. That college was beautiful.
That was crazy. I
That
didn't
was
know
like
they
a-
had Hogwarts ass places.
That was
like
a movie theater. That was like a movie college.
I literally thought like there was like a jock dude gonna come and like knock the books out of someone's hand.
Yeah.
It was so like
I wish that would have happened in the quad. We
I-
saw a quad.
I've been to 2 schools and I've seen like half a quad, but it wasn't cinematic.
DePaul
like
kind of had like a half-ass like in
Courtyard.
between the buildings. There was a little courtyard
Yeah.
that really just led to the next road.
right. No, that was legit. Like
Here's a park
it's
in the middle
closed
of
off. Yeah,
yeah. Here's a park in the middle of this castle.
It was a castle. It's undoubtedly a castle.
That was fucked up. I wish.
That was a Tartarian building.
How easy,
Bro.
How easy was it to just walk in this?
I'm
fucking
not
building?
trying to inspire an act of terror, but like you can pretty much just walk into these fucking places,
and it's a little fucked up.
I'm
Be
not
honest with
saying
you.
that like
Hey,
every door
a
should
lot of
have an
people-
armed guard outside.
No,
it,
but
like
listen, a lot of people talk about gun control, and a lot of people talk about shit. Maybe we just up the security. I mean, you don't want to up the security, make it look like we live in a fucking totalitarian state.
but like they all got a key card or whatever. I'm sure. Like maybe put those on the door. Like why would
or a
me,
check-in,
Why would me
a
and
booth.
you be able to fucking walk in?
bro? We walked in and was just howling, laughing about how the place looked like Hogwarts,
Even
and
if
how
it-
we were white trash.
Yeah,
for
we were
saying.
chiefing through the whole fucking place. And then I looked around and I was like, man, I just kind of assumed we were on a college campus. Everyone would be smoking
Nobody
weed.
smoking.
No one was smoking.
Not a single, not even a vape. I didn't see people vape. I saw one dude smoking a cigarette shamefully in the corner. That was crazy to me.
yeah. I just assumed,
Well,
and then I realized.
that's also like
huh,
a good, that's also like a good school.
That's fair.
Yeah, those kids are there because they wanted to be there on like scholarship.
Yeah, that's
I remember
actually a good point.
because I remember smoking weed.
No
at
one's there to fuck
yeah,
off.
I remember smoking weed at DePaul, and 95% of people were like, ooh,
Right.
even like my vape. I would go out and vape, and people would be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" It's like, oh, I was going to go roast a joint. I assume you're not in on this. I got to catch a train. I don't do that sober.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sitting on a train sober for fucking an hour and a half.
I need to be able to roll with these punches that are about to come my way.
No, I want to be startled when the man asked me for my ticket. What? Jay, yes, I'm so sorry. Christ.
Yelling.
Yeah, no, that college was crazy. What's the quad called? The quadricep?
No, so the word I'm familiar with.
Quadrophenia.
The word I'm familiar with is a quadrilateral, like a square or a rectangle. That word was like, and then I know the word quadruple, if you times something by 4.
Quadrillion.
That's a number. That word was crazy. Quadrangle?
Quadrangle.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Quadrangle.
Quadrangle or quadrangle.
Yeah, that word had me like spinning.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that's why they just called it quad.
I thought it was always just a big rectangle, so
Around
they
the
called it quad. Yeah. I'd never really.
That makes sense too.
But why that word?
Yeah.
No,
that was crazy. They had real doors, thick wood doors.
Yeah, like
a door you would shut and
yeah.
The other side. Now someone can't get in.
Like 4 dudes
Yes.
have to.
You would put a spell on the door to then.
Some real Camelot-esque.
Yes, you'd put a spell on the door so spirits can't get
Hey,
through.
Merlin.
Yeah, fuck.
Pick your beard up when you're talking to me.
All right,
Your beard's dragging.
Bitch dragging. Dragging these nuts on your face. Bada bing. All right, I gotta go to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this sucks. I should call off. We'll keep this going. World's longest pod. We're gonna go 29 hours.
Yeah, you do have to go. Christ. All right.
People, another successful episode
Sorry,
of the
it's
Stone Day
late.
Pod. We filmed this in 4K, so I hope it looks better. And
It'll be even later by the time it loads.
there'll be upgrades every time you see this set. Soon we'll be underwater.
Every time.
You fuckers take care.
Hey, send us a private message if you want feed pics. People are big on it.
Let us know.
Big in the comments. I was joking.
Wrong.
Yes.